We are in the second part of this book on sustaining the commons. We talked about case studies and harvesting the commons. Here we will talk about design principles for sustaining the commons. So there is no list of principles, but there are design principles, which means you have to worry about certain minimum criteria for sustaining the commons. It's obviously collective bargaining involved here, social dilemmas involved. We're talking about water, irrigation systems, forests, fisheries, and so on. So you have to worry about the boundaries of these commons that you are talking about, cost-benefit analysis of the system you're setting up, how to sanction the free riders. So once the rules and regulations are set up, what happens if someone doesn't follow the rules? We talked about damaging the lobster traps and so on, and the ability to organize. So even if there is a governance structure which may be set up through elections or collective agreements and so on, people can still form subgroups within that to address their own common problems, issues, interests, conflicts, etc. So there should be a conflict resolving mechanism, and it should most importantly avoid corruption. So if you set up protected areas for forests and fisheries and so on, why is there still so much overfishing happening? Why is deforestation a continued problem? Obviously, they are multi-layered problem in the sense that deforestation may be happening here, or poaching of animals may be happening there, but where are they selling those goods? Unless there is a market for those stolen or goods obtained through corruption, they will not go on. Economic value often drives these things, whether it's a open market or black market. Open market for furnitures may be driving deforestation somewhere else, and so on, right? So cost benefit analysis are important in this sense, and the stakeholders have to be engaged. This will again and again come back to the scale issue, that many of these resources are well managed, sustained. It's even the triumph of the commons in many cases, but the scales of these commons are relatively small. As soon as you start getting into larger scales, like the wide open ocean becomes the Wild West for fisheries, then enforcement becomes an issue. So even if you set up a protected forest and there is no enforcement and the guards are corrupt, then obviously you are going to lose the battle on protecting the forests. So these are the design principles that have to be considered for setting up the sustaining of